and baddies, happy Friday. Hope you're having an amazing day. Ash here. And I only missed one day of lives this week, which is pretty freaking good. So, been following through, doing all these really awesome lives. I have a gnarly freaking sunburn right now. Like, you can't really tell in this video. Oh, yes, you can. Oh my gosh. So yesterday I went to Oakland for the day to go hang out with my best friend, who lives up there, and we like did this like river rafting um, excursion thing. I don't know. It was so much fun, but I was in the sun in an inner tube for like 4 hours. So your girl is freaking crispy today, but it was totally worth it. It was so much fun. Um, so that was the reason I wasn't live yesterday because I was out celebrating my friend's birthday, and sitting in the sun, getting a little bit too toasty, drinking a little bit too much. It was good times. Anyways, wanted to hop on here today and share a really great nutrition hack with you guys. And this was actually the mission that I gave to my clients for the week, my coaching clients. Every week we give them a new nutrition or exercise or hydration challenge to focus on for the whole week. So this week, this was actually their challenge. And that challenge is eating 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking. And this is such a simple yet effective diet hack that literally, even if you didn't change anything, like consciously change anything else in your nutrition, you could lose, 10 to 15 pounds of body fat in just a couple of months just by making this little change. So it's one of my favorite little tools here. So the idea is actually something that I got from one of my favorite just like life hack experts. His name is Tim Ferriss. He does a lot of work for like entrepreneurs, and he has a really great podcast called the Tim Ferriss Podcast. If you want to ever listen to that, it's basically about interviewing people who have been really successful and kind of like picking apart their routines, habits, things like that. Anyways, he has a book called The 4 Hour Body, and in that book he has this concept of eating 30 grams of protein in 30 minutes, or 30 and 30. And essentially what the reasoning is behind this and the research behind this is that by introducing protein into your system first thing in the morning, you essentially set yourself up by success by making sure that your blood sugar is at a nice stable level for the rest of the day, which can prevent overeating later and also have a massive effect on cravings. And there's actually multiple research studies supporting that consuming a high quality 30 grams of high quality protein within 30 minutes of waking has a massive impact on hunger hormones later in the day that generally cause people to reach for sweets and candy and processed carbohydrates and stuff around, lunchtime to 3 o'clock. So I personally do more of, I've talked about this often, but I do more of like an intermittent fasting type way of eating. But I do always make sure to have some sort of either protein shake in the morning, or if I was going to eat a breakfast, I would do something like a couple of eggs with maybe a spoonful of Greek yogurt or something to get my protein intake high. This tool is particularly helpful for those of you that are really trying to lose body fat, because it is so effective in managing and leveling out your hormones later in the day. There's also research that suggests that increasing your protein intake can increase your metabolic rate, because protein has a higher thermogenic effect than carbohydrates and fats, which basically just means that your body takes more energy burning protein than other macronutrients do. Also, protein is its function in your body is to repair cells. So, you are made of protein. Your skin, your blood, your hair, your eyeballs, all of you is made up of different protein structures and different types of protein. So It's challenging for your body to actually use protein for energy. Carbohydrates are your body's primary source of actual usable energy, which is why, like, if you give a little kid sugar and, you know, they break down that energy really fast, that's why they have that, like, spike in energy levels. It's because sugar is your body's favorite form of energy. Your body's secondary, or your second favorite form of energy, is fat. Fat can also be broken down and easily converted into a usable energy. Protein, on the other hand, actually has to go through a process called glycolysis, glycogenesis, where it has to essentially the molecules have to be broken down. They have to be repaired with other molecules, and then they are essentially turned into a form of glycogen, or, like, it's literally the word glycogenesis means creation of glycogen. So it's possible for your body to use protein for energy by converting it to a type of carbohydrate. However, obviously that takes a lot of energy in and of itself, which is kind of why people on, like, really low carb diets tend to lose weight, in addition to being just, like, glycodepleted. That's another conversation for another day. But this is one of the reasons why having a high protein diet when you're trying to lose body fat can be very, very effective, because if your body is in a calorie deficit and it's forced to convert some protein, some dietary protein, into energy, then that is energy intensive. Now, the, like, caveat to that, and kind of like something to think about, is it, so, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, well, if protein is a thermogenic food, and if I can just eat protein and my body will literally burn more calories when eating protein, why don't I just only eat protein? So the reason you don't want to do that is because carbohydrates and fat play a major role in hormone balance and function. And if you were to completely only eat proteins, it's going to throw your hormones way out of whack, which ultimately is going to affect your metabolism and just backfire, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is, when your body does that conversion, so in the process of glycogenesis, there are byproducts that are negative and toxic to your body to do that. And your body is very capable of handling a small amount of toxic load. That's what you have a liver for. That's what you have lymph for. That's your body is great at doing that. However, you never want to overload your body with toxins. You never want to give your body more toxins than is necessary, because over, you know, a period of time, that will degrade your body's metabolism. It will degrade cellular function, and overall it'll have a slow, like, well, yeah, it'll have a slow degrade on the way your body processes, which speeds up the aging process. Essentially, like, as we age, the reason why we get, like, older looking and we get more dull and all the things that come with age are basically because your cells become less efficient and less effective at doing their jobs, and eventually, you know, they die and we die. Where children, all of their cells are just brand new. They regenerate quickly. They everything has just a really high functioning. They're very high functioning. That's why children they look the way they look, because they haven't been exposed to long-term low-grade toxicity the same way we do. And again, that's part of life, but we don't want to speed up that process, is what I'm trying to say. So if you were considering, hey, maybe to lose weight, I'll just go on an all-protein diet, well, that really speeds up the aging process, and it really is hard on your body at a cellular level. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Instead, what I recommend is having 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning, and then make sure you have about a gram of protein per day per pound of body weight that you have. That's usually a pretty good ballpark goal for any, you know, up to about 150 or 160 grams. Obviously, if you're a 300-pound woman, eating 300 grams of protein is going to be incredibly fucking difficult, and I don't recommend it. So yeah, and if any of that is confusing to you, if you are not a member watching this, this is exactly what we help you guys with. This is exactly what we guide you through, is just helping you understand nutrition concepts by starting off with really simple nutrition practices, like our really awesome Ultimate Nutrition Guide, which you can actually get for free over at our website. Herbody.fitness is our website. You can find this. for free for anyone to download. But this is usually where we start our members, is with our Ultimate Nutrition Guide, which basically teaches you what proteins are, what fats are, what carbs are in a really, really simple, easy to apply way. From here, we then teach you how to track your food using a food log and tracking macronutrients. I do advise my clients to track their food from the beginning if it's not too overwhelming. If it is, then we just start here. Then we do food tracking and macros. And then as you progress your time with us, then we indoctrinate you with new nutrition information and help you understand how to eat differently and tweak things so that you can continue to see results. So yeah, that's pretty much what we do. That was kind of an unintentional pitch, but glad I did it because, you know, we trying to grow here. So if you are interested in getting a hold of this free nutrition guide, you can find it at herbody.fitness, or you can just comment below and then I can send it over to you. And I hope that all makes sense. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. We're still on a roll with these really cool live videos. If they resonate with you, if you like them, do me a favor and like and share them with your friends. It really helps us out, really helps us reach more people and help more people in our community. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you have a freaking-tastic weekend. I will be back here live on Monday, and I freaking love you. And that's it. All right, bye.